This is the audience. And these are my note cards. Alright, has anyone ever tried to find a relaxing sport outdoors? Well, today I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about sailing. It's a fun activity and it's a good way to get outdoors, explore the ocean or lakes around your area without using a lot of gas, and it's a good way to just get around the water without hurting the environment. Alright? So, I have been sailing for 4 years now. I own 2 sailboats of my own. So, I know pretty much the basics and how to do everything on a sailboat. So, sailing has its own kind of terminology and stuff. On a sailboat, the ropes are not called ropes, they're called lines and sheets. So the sheets are what raise the sails up the mast, and the lines are what control the sails and the angle of attack on the sails. The area where the captain sits or controls the boat is called the cockpit, just like an airplane. There's a keel on the bottom of the boat. It runs down the middle of the boat. It keeps the boat going straight and forward. And then the rudder is on the back. And the rudder is controlled by the tiller, which the captain uses. The sails here, we have a jib sail, a Genoa. They're in front of the mast, and the main sails are attached to the mast. So, little brief history of sailing. Back in the olden days, it's how Christopher Columbus came over to America. It's been one of the oldest forms of transportation. So, now that we have learned some about the terminology of sailing, we're going to learn what makes the boat go. Alright? So, sailboats aren't pushed with the wind like people think. They actually create a low and high pressure system, which and then the keel creates resistance with the water, which makes the boat go forward instead of people thinking that it's just pushed. Alright? And the rudder controls the angle of attack on the wind, which and then a good way of, people are like, well, how do you go upwind on a sailboat? Well, it's a series of tacking. It's because a sailboat can go 10 degrees against the wind. So what that means is a sailboat can, say the wind is like you guys and it's coming towards me. This sailboat can basically come at this angle, which then pushes it like this, and then he tacks, which means he turns at 90 degrees and then does another turn. So that's how a sailboat is able to go upwind. Alright? So today we have learned a little bit on how a sailboat works, and hopefully one day you too will be able to relax on a sailboat.